So I'm Akib Tahlat behind the gloves. I'm joined with Adam Booth. How you doing, Adam?
Good. How you doing?
Interesting press conference. What do you make of that?
Which part? Be specific.
The part where he called you a con?
I'm not interested. It means nothing to me.
Are you more interested about the fight right now?
Right now and every day. Yeah, this is the fight. This is the fight that we've wanted for Josh for a long time.
So, of course, he drew against Ray Robinson last year. Does that give him good experience going forward? He's learnt a lot. Do you think that would help?
Absolutely. Remember, he drew with Ray Robinson, who drew with Kavalauskas, who knocked out Avanesian. And that was after 10 pro fights. So yes, that gives him great experience to let him know that even on a night where he didn't perform that well, with an injury, that he already belongs at that level.
So, do you think Josh Kelly could do it?
Say that again.
Do you think he could probably perform at his best against?
I know he can. I know what Josh is capable of, and he just needs the fight and the opponent to bring it out of him. My belief is that Avanesian is the perfect fella for that.
So you've coached some of the biggest personalities like David Hay, and George Groves is not bad as well. They've all had their criticism. Josh Kelly got criticism after pulling out. How does he take that kind of stuff? Does he thrive on it, or does he get a bit? Does it get a bit personal for him?
It's all part of his journey, and he realises now more that opinions don't mean anything. They mean absolutely nothing. The only thing that matters is what he believes and what he wants to do and how he wants to live his life. Opinions mean nothing, and athletes, people in the public eye, need to understand that. Treat praise and criticism as the same imposter.
So of course you're probably one of the biggest coaches in Britain, and when someone leaves their coaches, your name's always up there. And of course, Josh Taylor left the McGuigans. Any news on that? Do you feel like you might be able to coach him, or?
We did a few days, enjoyed our time together. But it's a difficult decision for him to make because he's considered number one in the world and he's got a big target on his back, and he's only had 16 pro fights and he's unified the belts, and he worked with Shane McGuigan his entire career and they had that success together, and now he is separated from the McGuigans completely. The next choice he makes is an important one, and he's got to take his time and think about it seriously.
Yeah, but someone like who's coached him like McGuigan's most of his career, yeah. So what would you do differently with him? Do you think there's much to change with him, or?
I'm not gonna go into any specifics of what we discussed and what we thought about working on, because that's not what I do. I don't talk about that type of detail on fighters. But like I said, he's got no choice. He's number one, big target on him, and he's got to make that choice and get himself ready for his next defence.
So a win for Josh Kelly on March the 28th. Where could that put him in the world stage?
Well, it will put him on the world stage, right? It will announce him as a genuine top 5 ranked fighter. And the job, more importantly, with this type of opponent, who's strong, who's going to come looking for him, will allow Josh and force Josh to show what he's truly about.
And do you still believe he's the best fighter you've had?
In terms of his abilities to do different things, absolutely. Almost like his asset is his biggest enemy sometimes, because he can do so many different things. He has too many choices, and sometimes when something's working perfectly and the other guy ain't got an answer for it, don't change what you do. Don't open a door for him somewhere else. And I think the Ray Robinson fight showed that. In the first 4 rounds, he was quite comfortable and he was cleaning rounds, and I think he wasn't stimulated enough because Robinson was a long, sort of long-range southpaw, and that was the lesson from that fight. But in terms of his ability, yeah, he's got the toughness and the talent to go to the very top and stay there for a long time.